Hello, fellow cycling fans, and welcome to the preview of the final stage, stage 21 of the Tour de France 2024. Before we dive into the stage profile and talk about potential race winners, allow me to talk about my future videos as there are not a lot of talking points in this individual time trial. So I won't be able to do the preview of the individual time trial at the Olympics in Paris uh, closer to the race. However, I could be able to do it tomorrow as all the favorites are already known and the profile is published. So tell me in the comments if you think that I should do the preview of an individual time trial tomorrow. However, I will be able to do the preview for the road race on the 2nd of August on Friday, a few hours before the race starts on Saturday, August 3rd. And before I start talking about the final stage of this year's tour, I have to give a massive thank you to everyone who watched my videos during this year's tour, and an even bigger thank you to everyone who subscribed. If you forgot to subscribe, now is the perfect time to do it, so you never miss a preview of a Grand Tour stage on my channel ever again. So, stage 21 from Monaco to Nice, 33.7 kilometers. We have one climb, La Tourpie, 8.1 kilometers at 5.6%. Then the small climb called Daz, famous from the Paris-Nice race, and then we are descending into Nice for the final of this year's tour. So here is how it looks. We are starting here near the, or rather on the start finishing straight of the Formula 1 circuit. Then we are going through the tunnel and then onto the climb. La Tourbie, here is Col d'Az, and this is the descent back into Nice. This is how the final 5 kilometers of the stage look like in Nice. So we are going once again on the famous tourist destination Promenade des Anglais, and we are going through the whole promenade, then make a U-turn, and the finish is here near the Place Massena. Considering the starting times of the favorites, Tadej Pogačar is starting at 6:45, and the first rider, I think it's Mark Cavendish, no, Davide Ballerini in 2:40 p.m. So it is a pretty late start and a big gap between the final riders with 2 minutes for the last 70 riders. Uh, the weather in Monaco will be pretty nice, some 30 degrees. It will be a bit colder by the time Pogacar starts. Maybe a few showers are possible, but I don't expect that to have any impact on tomorrow's stage. So before we take a closer look at bookmakers' favorites, let's do a quick recap of stage 20 because it has a couple of impacts on the stage 21. So the stage was once again won by Tadej Pogačar. However, his team UA didn't do anything to win this stage. They just let the breakaway go. However, once the breakaway was some 4 minutes and 30 seconds in front of the peloton, Soudal Quickstep started pacing. I had a suspicion yesterday that Remco will try to take the second place from Vingegaard. He tried to attack him a couple of times on the final climb. However, Vingegaard counter-attacked him, dropped Remco, and then pulled Pogacar all the way to the finish. Richard Carapaz once again the best rider from the breakaway, some 23 seconds down. Remco couldn't catch him. He was in fourth and lost some 50 seconds to Vingegaard. Enric Mas, another breakaway rider, was fifth in front of Almeida, Jorgensen, Landa, Yates. Bardet on his final road stage in this year's tour and in his career is in the top 10 in front of Johannessen and Derek G. In the GC, however, there were a couple of changes. Of course, Pogacar is still first, Vingegaard is second, almost more than 5 minutes behind him. Then Remco Evenepoel almost 3 minutes behind Vingegaard. Joao Almeida looks set to take the fourth place as he's a much better time trialist than Mikel Landa, who is, I think, safe in the fifth place. Then Adam Yates overtook Carlos Rodriguez. Ineos continuing their horrible tour. Carlos Rodriguez is now seventh. Maybe he can overtake Yates tomorrow. Probably he will if he goes full gas. But that is such a bad result for such a big team as is Ineos. Matteo Jorgensen overtaking Derek G. He is now 8th, and I think he will stay there. on the after the time trial. Derek G is in ninth and Giulio Ciccone in 10th. Probably that's safe for him as he has 22 seconds in front of Buitrago, but I still expect Buitrago to attack him for that 10th place, and maybe that is the biggest battle on tomorrow's stage. Who will be 10th, Ciccone or Buitrago? And can Rodriguez overtake Yates for 6th? All the other places I think are locked. In the points classification, Bini Girmay now just has to finish the time trial. He wins the green jersey. Major congratulations to Eritrea, to the whole African continent. I think there is a lot of reason to celebrate Bini's results. Jasper Philipsen finishes in second in front of Kokar. In the KOM, Richard Carapaz mathematically secures it. He was amazing in the last couple of stages, taking a massive amount of points and winning that classification. So congratulations to Richard Carapaz. Pogacar finishes in second in front of Vingegaard. In the white jersey classification, Remco is the winner in front of Rodriguez and Jorgensen. And in the teams classifications, Team UAE continues to dominate and they win that classification. So before we just take a look at Bookmaker's odds for tomorrow's stage, tell me in the comments who is your pick to win it. And of course, Pogacar is the favorite as these are his home roads, but I wouldn't count Remco Evenepoel out at 3. I think he is a good option. Vingegaard is the third favorite, and then Almeida, Jorgensen, Ben Healy, Wout van Aert, and Derek G. But it is really between Pogacar and Evenepoel. I think maybe Vingegaard can surprise and do a great time trial, but it will be hard for him to win it. Thank you all for watching once again. Major thank you to everyone who subscribed once again. Like this video if you like my comments about races. Have a great day and bye until the next race.